Ah. Just FYI, I'm streaming.
Okay.
Asshole. I'm live too.
Hold in my face.
Well, you're an asshole. It's an accident. Nobody's watching it. They'll watch this later. Laugh at us. All right, let me tell people.
That's one I do.
I gotta tell people.
Keep whole.
Mm-hmm. Gotta tell them I'm gonna stream. Gotta tell them I'm gonna stream. For any of you watching, I did choke on some coffee, swallowed it the wrong way, and so I will be like hacking up a lung for the rest of the episode, I'm sure.
Not here today.
It was not fun. I do not recommend you do that. It is a bad thing. DDA has announced winners for one of their contests. This one is The Magic is a Witch. I didn't win. That's okay. I am happy for the people who did. It's all I really care about. Where's Twitchcraft? There it is. Well, I guess what I said is true, that I was holding off until J. Hart Ellis was done. Yeah, but he started again. So, he's just doing me in here. He ain't right, man. Not right. That's not true. I have drops on. Don't lie. I don't know why it's gotta lie like that. Okay, drops enabled. Woohoo! In case anyone is curious, drops are in fact enabled. I am going to list items until I hear from people. Once we have some viewers, then we'll do some housing. Until then, I'm going to choke and you'll all have to hear me. Apologies. Apologies. My hair is sticking up. Typical. Okay. There are auctions going on all around. I see them in Forever Trading. I owe Fittable Pixel Perfect a thank you message. Thank you present. Thank you for the follow. Should you watch this later. I don't know your name on the game, so if you direct message me, let me know. I can send you a Prezi if you're on nah. If you're on EU, I can't really do anything. I'm sorry. I don't have any monies over there. I may be able to get some, though. I know some EU people who want to come over and start building on NA, but they can't because they don't have any monies. So if they're willing to do a one-to-one trade, I'm happy to give them some. I got plenty of money over here, and it'll help me give presents to people. Excuse me. See, I told you. I'm going to be coughing the whole time. Coffin. Where I'm going to end up. Grand repair kit. Sorry. Listing stuff for sale until we get people's on. Actually, we may not get people's on because This is not my usual people. Dawnbat, you're here. Late night potato power hour. Yay! Yeah, it's a combination of because Jay Hart had his stadiums earlier. That was part of it. And then the other one was because I wasn't feeling well. And I ended up just having to rest most of the day. But I'm drugged up, I'm ready to go. I'm feeling okay for the moment. So I figure we can do potato power hour. Although that gives me horrible memories of childhood religious-y people on television. I don't know why you'd go there. They were mean people sometimes. Mean to people I love. Damn it. Damn it, Janet. Well, you know, yesterday went down the tubes so bad because what happened was, I don't know if you saw, but or heard about this, but people got banned. While like hundreds of people literally got banned, and I was on EU. I was looking at Lavathi's house. We were serious. Hey, Fiendish, nice to see you. We were sitting in Lavathi's house as she's showing it to me, and she gets booted, and she comes back in from the, she gets booted out of the game. She's still in Twitch chat. She comes back in and she goes, I just got a message that I was permanently banned. And so she starts freaking out, and all of us start trying to figure out what happened. She was just sitting there. She wasn't doing anything. Like, she was showing me her house, and it said she was banned for cheating permanently. And they gave no further explanation. Turns out it was actually hundreds of people. Yeah, what the hell is right? And everyone ended up going to Reddit and the forums, and it turns out that they had gotten rid of some people for black market trading, whatever the hell that would even be, and some quote unquote innocent people were swept up in the banning. So, like, they unbanned all the people who went and complained, basically, that I saw. I didn't see anybody who was legit banned. But Lavathi was one of them, and so I went on the warpath. I seriously went on the warpath. I went to both Reddit and the forums, and I was, like, throwing things. I was like, you're not doing this to Lavathi. And I'm like, she is not cheating. Especially not at that moment, because I have her on video at that moment, sitting there talking to me on video. She's not doing anything. I don't know what you think she did, but she didn't do it. Apparently their software caught up a whole bunch of innocent people in it. Don't ask me. Yes, I had the receipts of the moment. I didn't have receipts for... Yes, they were very long. Sorry, you cracked me up. I have lipstick that keeps going on my teeth. I got this new lipstick today, and it's liquid lipstick, and I've never used this kind before, and it's like, it just gets all over my teeth. So I apologize if my teeth look gross. It's lipstick. I was ready to pull in some favors and pull some strings, because it was just like, I ain't having this. No, this person, she just starts like, she's like, that's 2,800 hours and so much money. And she's, oh my God, my heart broke for her, because you know what her houses are like. Man, it was a mess. So yeah, apparently, and what they did that was really wrong is they closed down two messages, like not messages, two threads that had started on ESO forums saying, hey, hundreds of people have just been banned for no reason. They shut two of them down. The third one opened, they left that one alone, which thank goodness they left that one alone. And then they muted the people who came to say that that they were banned and that things had happened that weren't supposed to happen. So then they ended up fixing it, but it was like, there was no apology, even to the people who were muted. It's just, come on, guys. You could do better than that. Like, these were totally innocent people. And then everyone's like, were you PvPing? Were you cheating and PvPing? And I'm like, she was literally sitting in the room with me, in her house. She was not PvPing. So, I don't know. I was just mad. But she went and she looked at it later and she's like, thank you for sticking up for me. And I'm like, seriously, anytime. Like, I was mad. I was mad. Grr. But that was only part of it. The other thing was that, I don't know if you were there, but Zendara lost all of her effects. But we were able to get them back for her. So, there was a whole bunch of just drama going down. But I feel really bad for all the people who got banned. I mean, it seems that they've all been fixed that I've heard of. But, excuse me, I swallowed the wrong way. Everybody seems to have been, why is there just, I never noticed that before. There's a basket of apples and then just all the way over here, just one little apple. It's kind of neat. And it's stealing. Come on, people. When your apple rolls that far away, that's not stealing anymore. Stupid. Yes, that apple was orphaned. Exactly. It was abandoned. Yes. I mean, it wasn't necessarily, maybe it was automated, you know? Maybe it wasn't like they had planned for it to happen right then. But it just seemed like a bad idea, like you said. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The whole thing just irks me. But, oh, Johnny, thank you for answering that fellow this morning. I didn't quite understand what they were asking. So I do appreciate that you jumped in and answered, because I think he was getting mad at me. And I was like, I didn't know what he was asking me. 353 crowns exactly? I don't know. What do you have 353 crowns from? I should go to houses and not wander around like this. Generally, I would hold on to them until they have something that I want from the crown store. There is nothing wrong with getting the Hag's Fenmis. I got them too. Perfectly reasonable purchase. In fact, you might have to look at, you may have to go into a house and look at furnishings you can buy from there. Because I don't think anything else would be that cheap. Except for things that you can buy from the housing vendor in the house. I don't know why I'm just randomly running. Well, I mean, we know what special funds are coming. I think the special funds that are coming are going to be that statue that you can change the light on and off. In Cadwell. The Cadwell dude. I don't know if the PTS is still open. But if it is, why are there parrots in Rivenspire? How is Rivenspire a parroty area? I don't know. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, that could be a way to do it. All right. I went to this one house 3 times today thinking I was going to start my stream, and then I never did it, so let me go back and actually do it. Oh, I ran into Cardi today, and he has fun coming for those potatoes who have been demanding that I have a death counter. That's okay. It's allowed. I'll allow it. Apparently, I'm getting a death counter. Apparently, it's going to be me with a potato halo. That's all I know. In this outfit. Because he is aware that Stabbies can't even walk. Stabbies can't jump. Stabbies can't maze. Stabbies can't run. Stabbies can't anything. Big old dirt. My face game camera is perfectly framed by the shopper. Is it really? Let me see. Oh yeah. Look at that. Usually I move it. I thought you meant like face game. Like you got your face game on or something. I don't know. Game face? I don't know. I don't know what I meant by that. Let me fix it just a little bit. I had made myself really big the other day, and now I there. That's better. And then I made myself small again. I think that works. Why am I not showing? Oh, now I am. Okay, dirt. Miss Stormy! Yes! I popped in here twice. I meant to go and look at it. And then oh no, am I locked out? No, I'm not locked out. Yay! I wanted to come in here, and then I kept getting like sidetracked with other things. So I did sign in, but oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a dungeon. How is it I've never seen anyone do this before? It's such a smart idea. Magical fire underneath the torture device. Probably made with alchemical stuffs. Poison side. Ooh, clever. Is this another blue? This must be another blue light underneath. That's cool with the wiggle. Really good job. I like that. You wiggled it just a little bit. I'm terrible. Let me put my light on. I can't see. It's not your fault. Blind as a bat. Wow, you did it a lot of places. It looks really cool. Which elsewhere curtains? The ones that... Does she have them in here? Stormy having them? Very Daedric over here. Ooh! Scary dragon poking its head through. Moon gate. Gonna snap my head off. Okay, let's start where I should start. I'm just sort of like wandering, but I want to look at everything before I go in. Ooh, torture. More fire. Ah! This person had a bad day. Fezez! Ezabi! Are they torturing people? Do you have Fezez and Ezabi torturing people? 'Cause that ain't right. I take issue with that. Oh, you're horrible. Oh no, the cutest little kitty cats in the whole world are torturing people to death. It's awful. Terrible. All right, let's go in this side. Man. Lavathi, hi, I just told your story again. Yes, you should be sleeping. I'm sick, so I I skipped it earlier because J-Heart did whatchamacallit. J-Heart did stadiums. And then I was going to start up right after that, but I wasn't feeling good. So I ended up going to sleep. But now I'm... What's in here? What is this? Are you... Are these... Like, what are these? Are these upside down bushes? They're really cool. This is a neat effect. And it's like stopping me from going anywhere by having this edge up. There's a body smasher. Oh, yes, there's a body head thinger too. I'm sorry, I got distracted by the whole, like, way you had the hedges and stuff. Smush! Yes, you smushed the bodies. Smush. It's kind of fun. Kind of restful. It's like therapy. Smushy stabbies. Corpse wine, yes. That's how you make it. I think I see something out of the corner of my eye that is amazing. Yep, I do. Aside from bread, which is always amazing. Nice little area to hang out. Looks like you made a really neat pathway. I like this. This must be a Crown Store item. This tent, because I don't recognize it normally. I like the use here. Well, obviously Donbat. Clearly, Miss Stormy has taste, so why would she have any other kind of bread? Tastefully made by masculine orcish concubines, as you say. This is really nice. Good for the view, too. I'm wondering if you go all the way down. You don't. Okay, good. I'm just wondering if I needed to. Lovely view. No, they have to bake it too, dear. Just kneading the bread doesn't do any good if they don't cook the bread. I would be very disappointed. Yeah, you still have some spots. You could do it. Just be sure to use long planks or something else that takes less slots than like individual steps or something. You know how to do that. I was just commenting based on things I've seen other people do. I open this every time and I'm not really sure why. I like that Kunzari calls himself Czar. That he's very informal. So apparently what I call a trophy room or trophy house, oh, okay, is what I heard J Hart today call a vanity room or a vanity house. It was like, wow, that's kind of insulting. Like, don't call it that. Trophies and stuff. Fine. Calling it vanity house? I don't know. It's kind of mean. Vanity isn't necessarily a good thing. Very pretty. I see occasional Crown Store items in here, and it just really makes the place even more special. I'm jealous, too. Oh, and a treasure room. Oh, I'm locking up. Sorry about the lag. It's like sunset in here. How pretty. Did you know that if you have EHT on, you can do /game time, and it'll tell you what time it is in Tamriel? It's 7:14 a.m. So I guess I'm wrong. It's morning, not sunset. There's so much detail to it. You did a really good job. Usually this pond is so nasty, but I really like what you've done with it. Especially the lighting makes it look less brown and brackish. The green lighting makes it glowier. Yep, /game time. And so now that's what I keep having to remind Jayhawk when he's trying to wonder when he'll be able to get to certain houses time-wise. Yeah. I don't know how, I know there's a calculation to figure it out in terms of time to, like some sort of math problem to figure it out, but I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. Can I just look off into the distance in the morning sun? Because it's so pretty here. I want to build a house here. I just don't know what I want to build. So beautiful. I want that house. I want whatever that is, way off in the distance. That old, that's not Jodes, is that? I wonder what that is. Beautiful. I don't usually say that about torture homes, but it actually was a beautiful home. You did a really nice job. The coloring was great. And the use of mushrooms and fire, really good. That's the moon cult place. Well, those people need to give me their house. I demand it. Demand. Let's see. Mejani's on. Let's go to her vineyards. Ah, I have lipstick all over my hands, all over my, like, this stuff gets everywhere. Oh, yeah, it's an EHT thing, yeah. At this point, everything is. Lobathy, you probably weren't on when... Oh, thank you, Kitty Travel, by the way, and hello. Didn't see it was you. I think I just choked myself a little bit here with this necklace. Hey, Andrew, husband type person. I've actually like knotted this up and I can't get it off. Would you help remove that? Thank you. I don't know what I've done. I've destroyed my necklace. Yes, exactly. It doesn't. Okay, this is after I ate pasta for dinner. It's still on. This stuff is like insane. We've never had lipstick like that. Usually you eat your own lipstick. Oh, it would help if I had weapons on. Thank you.
No idea how you did that.
Well, I don't know how I did that either.
I don't know.
It was magical. Yes, that's where I am. I'm in Selefin's Vineyards and Winery. Very nice. The wisteria is a nice touch too. It gives that purple color that you really need for a vineyard. Even though, because the grapes themselves are small, so I should have thought to do this. I didn't. Is this stand-in for grapes is actually brilliant, especially putting the grapes on the bottom there, so you know that's what you mean is grapes. It's really smart. And some in the bucket. Very good detail. It's a clever idea that I really didn't think to do. So, and I have a vineyard also somewhere, but this is really, really smart. I mean that, by the way. I feel like sometimes when I say things, people might think I'm just trying to be nice, but I'm not. I'm telling you the truth. Oh, Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, Ezabi, we have to have a talk about you and torture. Don't do it. Now she's here just chilling, kicking back after torturing some people. She's like, what? I gotta have my skooma now. Murderous. Murderous. Very nice. This is the kind of place I would want to eat in because they have bread. Everybody knows you want to catch a stabby, you put down bread. Preferably pizza, but bread itself will do.
It's true.
See? Mr. Stabby just said the same thing. Oh, I like that you picked that knife because that's the cheese knife, isn't it? That's really good. Right next to the cheese. I don't know, man. I'm a little scared to be alone with Ezabi right now. She is a dangerous kitty. Oh, did we lock my boy out? Excuse me. He asked me not to do this. He's not there, but he did cry earlier when I closed the door, and I don't want to lock him out because he misses his mommy. Major Skill cheese knife, sorry. The one that does the like the roundy knife one? Yeah. That's neat. Blah. I just think that if you had Fezez, you should put Fezez in there. I want Fezez crushing berries like Lucy from I Love Lucy. Or grapes, rather, not berries. Are grapes berries? Are grapes berries? That's a question. I guess they would be. Am I stupid to not know this? Grapes are plants. They are classified as true berries because the fruit wall or pericarp is fleshy all the way through. They are, in fact, berries. Who knew?
Strawberries
not
are
me.
not berries.
They're saying that the grape family grapes are berries. This is what this site says. Palomar.edu. Oh my goodness, 96 people. J-Hearts. Thank you. I owe you one. Thank you. We're looking at Mayjohnny's yeah, exactly. It's a .edu. Aw, thank you guys. You're so sweet. And look at the potatoes. Franca's throwing me some potatoes out there. We were just looking at Mayjohnny's vineyard. And before that, we were looking at Ezabi torturing people. And that was pretty gruesome. Thanks for all the follows, guys. Much appreciated. We're doing a late night housing thing because I didn't get to do it earlier. Look at all these people, all these followers. Thank you so much. Mwah. Let's go look at another one of Miss Stormy's houses because she didn't get to have you guys see her torture house where Ezabi and Fezez were horribly torturing people. Stormy, you gotta fix your permissions. Yeah, she was pretty twisted. She tortured people, set them on fire, picked them apart with like blacksmithing tools, and then she came here to go smoke some skooma. I'm like, man, that just ain't right. It was pretty twisted. Oh, I tried to go to your Autumn's Gate. It was open for in the housing hub, and then when I tried to go, it said that the permissions were off. Folks, if you have a house that's listed, actually, if you have a house, period, you should check the permissions because sometimes they change on their own. I'll show you what I mean. We'll go quickly to my farmhouse because I also did a farmhouse. and I'll show you exactly what's been happening. If you change it to, you know, visitor or limited visitor, sometimes it'll just automatically pop itself right back to no access. And then people won't know how to come and people won't be able to come see your house. So be sure you check that. You know, it's a known ZOS problem. They are aware of it, and they are working on it. Okay. See, I mean, I doubt Miss Stormy left it no access, but you know, this game, it's got issues sometimes. So this is my farm. I don't think it was just with I've actually got it on stream doing it to me. Like, I'll literally be standing there. Look, default access is none. No, this was not none. But here, we'll put it to visitor. And then if you leave it on this, look, did you see it? It just switched back on its own. Did you see that? I didn't do that.
Crazy.
So here's visitor. I changed page. Watch that. It went on its own before it switched to no access. So you have to be really careful that sometimes when, I don't know if you guys saw that, but it literally did it on its own just then. I did not do that. I wasn't even touching my keyboard when that happened. So I don't know why it does that, but it does. Okay, so be sure to check it. And then sometimes I'll go back and I'll check it again because I'm afraid. I'll check it like several times. Yeah, you should be. Lavati's had some scary shit happen. But yeah, so that's now the second time I've caught it on stream changing. And I'm going to link that to Zos and say, guys, on stream, show you, didn't do a thing, insta-change, jerks. But this is my farm. This is my, I moved my honeybees over here because I'm going to be making mead along with everything else. And I've got pumpkins. No, that loot isn't a furnishing. That loot is actually part of essential housing tools. See? Goes away when you hide effects. See? It's fake. So yeah, there's lots of fake stuff in this house for effects, for purposes. So if you have essential housing tools, you can add effects like that. This is a Khajiit house. So I stuck a Khajiit thingy over the door so no one can get in. It's the same thing with the bees. You see the bees going around? Those aren't real. Thank you. Got EHD flowers. I've got... This is a kitty farm. This is a farm where the kitty is driving the cart. And then we have... Because it's a Khajiit farm. So then we have... Fezez is cutting wood. Because Fezez is, you know, tough and strong. And he, you know, he finished torturing people, so he came over here, cut some wood. And then back here we have kitties stomping grapes. Because that's what they do. That one is just, you know, he's just swimming in this stuff. He's just joking around. And then Ezabi is overseeing things. Because she's just, you know, she's too good to do anything herself. And over here we have the sugar cane and moon sugar cane and some lettuce. And we have my kitty here is chopping down the sugar cane. He's very strong for a cat. Then we've got another kitty is collecting grapes. That's a EHT thing in the background. You see that farmer who's raking? Yeah. And then also this kitty is picking grapes. But he's sort of distracted by the butterflies, I think. Where is there a big brown potato? This? No, I'm the big brown potato. These are, yes, I am streaming. These are actually those bladders. So, you know, those elven bladders, because I wanted it to look like there was dirt like kind of lumped up together. So I can't select one and just pick one up. But oh, here we go. See? It's just a bladder. But I wanted to be able to have it look like lumps of dirt. So I use those, if that makes any sense. The interior of the house, which J Hart has shown off many a time. How is that chair just floating? How did I have a floating chair and I never noticed it before? That's ridiculous, Karen. All right. Inside the house, which we will go into, which I had blocked off for the contest, so no one will have to... for this won't be seen as part of the contest, but this is the interior of my Kajiti merchant's home. And title ed. I don't get it. What does that mean? So this is the interior. Now I figured a Kajit merchant would be gaudy. They'd have a lot of very expensive stuff. So these are all effects. But if you turn them on, I think it's more kind of over the top, very wealthy Kajiti merchant. The same up here. I really like the effects in this house. I feel like the butterscotch and gold together is just makes it so much nicer than these broken walls. Like, I have a real issue with how everything looks broken. I don't like that. So I basically, you know, try to cover it up wherever possible. And this is my favorite little bit, is the tiny little ship that I have not yet put in a bottle. But all of this is fake. And then the jewelry and the makeup and all that. So there you go. So that's that house. Let us see. Stormy, are you all fixed up? Oops. Oh, thank you. They're not that hard, Cloud. I could show you how to start the easiest part after we go to Stormy's house. I'll show you. It's so simple for the effects. Literally all you do is click a button. The other stuff are somewhat a little more complicated, but not much. But easily the effects. Yep, I'm coming on over. Oh, no problem. I am a big fan. The author is one of the nicest people on the friggin' planet. He is one of the best people I have ever known in my life. So it's hard for me to not be like a constant EHT fangirl. It's because I adore him. He is a good friend. So this is Stormy, Miss Stormy. Thanks for the follow. This is her, she said this was her vineyard or farm. I'm not sure what she said. I forgot, Stormy. You could remind me. But I see someone is in trouble. Death on two legs. This person seems to be in trouble. Is there a werewolf in here? I feel like a werewolf maybe puts himself in there out of for trying to protect people, is my thought, perhaps. All right. And, ooh, cozy. Oh, unexpected and cozy. All right, let's start this way. So we've got some storage. Yes, okay, I see wine. This all makes sense. This looks good. All right. And then, oh, hi. It's you. Oh, okay, it's a bar. Yeah, you need, like, to stand here and play the lute the whole time. Because it just feels like it needs somebody here playing the lute for everybody to see, you know? Doesn't it? Oh, bar for bad people. Well, they don't get the lute. I mean, I like how you added an extra level. Look at this. First of all, she added an extra height. Second second floor little thing here, right? With the stairs and then the planks, and then this is clearly not a stripper pole. Obviously not a stripper pole with a fan blowing from beside. I see what you mean now about bad people. I'm dancing drunk, so I'm not as sexy as you are here. It's a magica rod. Dawn, that's right. First you get drunk down there, then you become the dancer. I love it. And then up here, oh, I see what J Heart's talking about. It seems like Fezez and Ezabi are really getting some bad habits. What is up with this, man? They are some naughty kitties. This is great. This is great, Stormy. I love the third floor. I've never seen anybody turn it into like a swing. This is really neat. It really is. It's really neat. You did a good job. Let me show some people now how to do basic EHT stuff real quick. We can do it in a house I've already done them in, so that we can enjoy some small, nothing crazy. What's one that I have thingies in? I can make stuff that's interesting. Well, let's go to Prize Pinnacle and we'll make something fun. I have some work I need to do there. That looks great, Stormy. Thanks for posting both of those houses. If anyone didn't get to see, these are open houses that Miss Stormy as well has opened to the community, so you can go to her Hall of the Lunar Champion if you'd like, and see what Fezez and Ezabi are up to doing. And I promise you, it's disgusting, and they scare me now. There's fire and torture involved. Okay, here we are. So this is my Pariah's Pinnacle. Whoop! Sorry, the effects came in there. This is my Castle in the Clouds. So to show you how to do basic effects, what I'm going to do is, I need to do this anyway, so I'll show you how to do a basic effect. This is EHD. You just install it from Minion. And then the simple, easiest way to do it, just click on the wand under Essential Effects. And then what we're going to do is, let's do a painting. Paintings and murals. And what I want to do is a cave. I want to do an ice cave if there is one. I think there is. If I don't find it, I'll just do cold or something like that. Cold blood cavern. Cold perch. That'd work. Cold perch will work. She's scary. Alright, so you can mouse over things until you find the effect you want. In this case, it's a painting. Now, then you just move it with the arrow keys. You can rotate it. You can make it bigger. And I'm going to want to make it bigger because I want it to look like there's a place to go here. So that, you know, it doesn't look like I just have this blocked off spot. So there you go. Here we have a painting here that's looks, ooh, I can make it lighter, darker, whatever. This one I'm showing you because it does stand out. There are some much more subtle things that you can do, like over here I will do a more subtle thing. There's an orc wall that we can do that will be just easily hidden. And I'll just look for it's the orcish wall, I think. Oh no, door, orcish door. I think there's an orcish wall, orcish wall. So see that you just click the button for what it is. I just happen to know what they are, but you can sit there and mouse over them until whenever. And see, you just use the arrow keys. And in this case, I want to make it a little smaller so it doesn't show as much. And then I can change colors to be just more specific, can look just more like what it's a part of. There, that's a little closer, I think. So, there you go. See? That's what you'd see without effects. With effects, it's completely hidden. It looks like just another wall. Really easy to do, should you want to do it. Everything that I place with essential housing tools is completely, you can run through it. I'm sorry, I can show you things and help you out, and anytime you want me to help, I can. This is just the effects. The effects are really just as much as clicking on the wand, picking a particular design, like critters and pets. You know, let's say I want to put fish. Well, I now have swimming fishes out in the middle of my garden. I just had to click on it. You want to make them bigger or smaller? No problem. You just click them bigger and smaller. You can change the color. It's really just clicking the button when it comes to for the effects. Now, I built this entire place with EHT2, meaning I placed every single object that's part of the structure itself with it. But that's a little trickier. But it's, see, I turned off the effects so you can see what I made. This was all of these walls, all this floor, everything was made with EHT, so that's all, and then covered up in some places with effects as well. As are these wisteria plants, those are fake. Some of them are visibly fake, other ones aren't so much. And you really need to like play with the brightness to make sure things don't look as fake. But that's how you do that. So let's see if there's anybody else out there who has a house that I can look at that's added up. Okay. So this is the part of essential housing tools as well, but this is the community portion. And this is how you find people's houses that are open. If you want to visit them and see people's houses that they want you to see, you just install the community portion. And here you go. And so this is cyrodiilic. This is Lushora, who just followed me the other day. One of the 3 imperial style houses, I think, in the game. Maybe 4? Not sure. I can show you anytime you want, Cloud Creator. I'm happy to show you. Oh, thanks for the follow. So this is Lushora's house. And Lushora did something I like. This dirt. If you don't want to use EHT, some of the good dirt to use. I think this may be the dirt from Clockwork. Not entirely sure. But some of the piles of rubble. This might be the piles of rubble. The piles of rubble, you flip it upside down and it looks like dirt. It's the same thing with the Clockwork piles of like metal pieces. If you flip them upside down, it's just dirt. So it's one or the other. I forget which. But I tend to use the clockwork ones. So it's a good way of doing dirt when you don't want to use EHT. You did? Oh, thank you. I didn't realize Lushara was on. Hiya. Ah, okay. So those are the two then. I couldn't tell the difference. So thank you for pointing that out. Another thing I really like is you put apples on the trees and then put the buckets next to them. That's really cute. Makes them look like real apple trees. And you know what? The blossoms on the trees really go with apples too. I like that. So you have people picking berries, right? And apple trees. And see, I saw this the other day and I'm so jealous that you thought of it. I did not think of it first. There are Somerset plants. These Somerset plants have berries on them. But what's interesting about it is look at them closely. They have red berries over here, but on the same plant, they have blueberries. So, and then this is also part of the plant. There's slightly brownish colored leaves. So you could do either red or blue, depending on what kind of berries you want to have. Or you could have both. And the blue is very subtle, so you almost don't even notice it. But I just noticed that myself the other day that they had two different kinds. Oh. And then this is like something. This is like whatchamacallit? Raised gardening. Yeah, it is nice. It's nice to have that option. You're right. Honestly, I didn't even notice there was blue on it until like very recently, and it's kind of embarrassing. But like with raised gardening, you can have fencing that like drops down. So this to me looks like raised gardening. Look at the little carrots. You did a really good job. This is like, are those potatoes? Those are potatoes. This pleases me greatly. There's a potato farm. I feel so loved. Either that or they're pieces of bread and you're trying to grow bread. But I do think you have a potato farm and I am pleased. Pleased as punch. I saw that. That's great. Good farm. I like it. Lots of really good details, and I like how it's like all in action right now. Like it's the middle of something happening. And that's not easy to do with only 200 items, so really good job. You're going to see a lot of farms lately, folks, because there is in Divine Design Alliance. Oh no, Housing's Finest. Sorry. Brain is going. Housing's Finest Builders Guild has a farm contest this week, or this month. Oh, Bulldog Ballerina. Okay, so we saw that on J-Heart, so we'll skip that for now. I can catch that when Ginger Snap is here. Sea-Jax. Do we know who Sea-Jax is? Yes, it is a great farm. It's very much in action. Yeah, seriously. Not an easy thing to do. And I was kind of burnt out, so you have credit. Okay. I don't know if this one was one that we looked at today. I'm hoping not. This is Sea-Jax 25. I don't recognize the name, so this would be a person who I do not know. We've got a kitchen. Is that a sink? Oh, nice. Oh, look, I love when people do this. This is the fire grate of the fire, the wood holder thing. What is the wood holder thing called? This thing, a wood holder. It's like a wood, like your mom has. It's wood, told wood in.
For a fireplace?
Yeah.
grate?
It's not a grate. It's for it's to hold wood. I forget what it's called. Some people use it as a grate, but I like how when they use it as a drying rack. That's really a good idea. But it's just to hold wood, like a wood carrier or something, or I don't know. I can't think of words. Words are hard.
Andiron, fire dog, grate.
Fire dog? What's a fire dog? Wood crate. That sounds more right.
Wood crate?
It's to hold wood. It's not for the inside the fire.
Oh.
It's for next to your fire to hold the wood in when
Gotcha.
you're going to put the wood in the fire. So I think that's right.
Fire dogs are the one in the fireplace.
Fire dogs are in it? Oh. Fireplace? Why do they call it a grate? Huh.
Because it's not just good.
Oh my God. Did you guys hear that? I said, why do they call it a grate? And that guy from over there goes, because it's not just good. This is what I've done with my life.
Too late.
Anyway, so you got the lulz. So this is the just terrible. Somebody did a coffee table that's like down. I like how it's a lowered coffee table. Makes it more obvious what it is. Yeah, but it's like a fire grate goes in the fire, doesn't it? I use it to stand next to my fire, but I guess it could be in the fireplace. I guess I'm not the brightest bulb in the box. Perhaps I am burnt out. It is entirely possible. Yes, this is very different from yours, Stormy. There's no death and destruction yet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess you could. Oh, wow. How pretty. No, I think you're right. Everyone's correcting me. But it's just like I use it wrong. Because I apparently fill it with wood and put it next to the fireplace. So I've been using it wrong all this time. Whatever. That's probably why my husband was staring at it going like, what is wrong with you, woman? Like, why can't you figure this out? So look at this, gorgeous. It's almost like a wedding, right? It's this beautiful floral, gorgeous home. It's just stunning. I really like this. Let's play with color real quick. Let's see how it looks with different color. All right, I'm gonna play with my reshader here. This is with really deep color for right up close. Doesn't it look like really neat? I like how it looks. It's very lush colors. Bright. Jewel colored. And then this is what it would look like normally without my reshader on. Kind of boring, color-wise. I mean, it's gorgeous, don't get me wrong. But then this is with the reshader. I like the lifted up colors, the slightly brighter colors that stand out a little more. So, I'm a fan. It is very pretty. Ooh, sintered rock. Oh, here we are. Here's the dirt, the fake dirt. See? They probably used the stuff that came with the house, to be honest with you. Just flipped it upside down. Oops, how do I get over there? See, you guys are learning things about Stabby. I die a lot because Stabbies can't jump. Oh, pretty. What is that? What is that? Like, I know I should know what that is. Is that the bear? It looks like the bear. The fire atronach bear. I don't know. It is the bear? Yes. There are, if you'd like to see, I can show you what I've done for glass and water. But let us finish looking at this pretty house. Yeah. It doesn't look like a bear to me. All of those red fire things all look exactly the same to me. Don't know about you, but... Oh, good way to block that off. They all look like blobs of fire. Okay. So here we go. We've got... I love this view. Look at how pretty. What did we make down here? Ooh, a bathtub. Oh, I like the toilet. Toilet for the win. Okay. That's where you go if you need a toilet, folks. Pretty little overhang where you write in letters. Oh, pretty. I would never have thought to use the coral inside like that. That's really smart. Really stands out. It's almost like it glows. I would die instantly to a sword made of pure math. I think that's sort of like my kryptonite. Gorgeous. All right, let me show you water. That would be horrible. A sword of pure math. Awful. So, this is my colored isles. Meridia's home in the plane of oblivion. We didn't have one, so I decided to make one. And so we have... I basically felt like it couldn't be done without EHT. So it's an aquarium, sort of. Give it a moment. There's a lot of effects to it. And it bugged. This is not anyone's fault. Hold on just a moment. Where's my water? I need to just delete the water and start over. Water. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Water reflection round. Yeah. So a bug was introduced at some point, and I need to talk to Cardi about it. I always forget to do that. So now it's fixed. All right. So this is my... This is it. This is my water, but I will show you, we'll change it so that I can do a better water for you. Okay, but first we'll just run through this real quick. And this is my, there's fishies and frogs and bubbles and coral and everything. Yes, I said a sword of pure math. And the sky is different. All of this is from EHT. But I will change the water because the water is bugged. Oh, no problem. It is fun. But let me do this with you together. And so I'll be getting something done that I need to do anyway. And we'll also... we'll learn together, because what had happened is I had this water in here since before Cardi changed how the water worked. So this won't happen to you. This just happened to me because of the way that it was. Sand. Let's go back to sand color, shall we, for now? Okay, we'll change it, but first... We're going to go to add, Go to landscaping. Look to the water. We're going to want any of these. So let me show you what they look like. We've got water, swift current. Now remember, you can change the color of all of these. Yeah, use an empty house to do it normally. I've just been doing it long enough that, and this is a house that I do need to fix, so that's the swift current, which I don't want. I kind of wanted something reflective. This is what I had originally. This is the water that I had there. But I really like the Cold Harbor water the best, if I had to, but it's so bright. I might go back to, I'm going to go back to the reflection water, round. All right, so there we go. Now, it's the wrong color, so I would want it to be blue. I wouldn't want it to be transparent. I may have to go with changing the color of the sand again. Where's the... I need to figure out which color the water to use, but we'll use a current, I guess. Mild current, just to show you. Okay. Huh, I've never had that happen before, but I use hundreds of items to test with, so that's interesting. Now keep in mind, you can change your transparency, you can change the contrast, you can change all sorts of stuff, so it's not like, I don't know why it's not changing all that much, but it is changing. It's just, anyway, so let's try making this bigger. So you would just, to use the biggest one, you would hold down Alt. See these instructions down here? It says small changes, large changes, huge changes, and how to do each. So we're going to want huge changes. Otherwise, it's going to take us forever. So we're going to do huge changes. Boom! And we have water. And you can see it moves. It's kind of splashing when I move. See that? No counter, none. No effects whatsoever for item count. That is part of what makes it so wonderful, is that it will not mess with your item count at all. Now, I want this a little bit more transparent because I want you to be able to see fish. So I'm going to lighten this up a little bit, and then there. And then we'll go over to where my fishies are. See, that's where my fishies are. It doesn't look quite right. I'm going to have to change it back to what it was. But you can see what I mean. There's different... It's going to take some fiddling is what I'm saying. But everything does, doesn't it, with building? You know, trying to figure out what you want to do. Make things look right. What's wrong with this is that I need to make it a little bit lower. So like the fish need to go down lower, or it needs to come up higher, or it needs to be more transparent. You know what I mean? It's like all sorts of little different things that I need to do. Alternatively, I can use, let's get rid of this water. We'll use Cold Harbor is what I think I had. But I'm going to make it less shiny. I like Cold Harbor a lot, but it's... Ah! It's going nuts there. Uh-oh, I'm adding like tons of them. Let me show you a neat trick that I only just learned, right? So say you screw up and you want to go back to what you had. If you go to share And you see this? I have everything published. So I would just do preview published version of effects. See? It put it back to what it should look like. So, and then it's saying I'm previewing another version of your effects. No changes may be made. Now it says revert to your effects or replace your original effects. I want to replace the version of my original effects with the version you are previewing now. Yes. Boom. Puts it back to exactly what I have. You can also use undos and stuff like that. But this is the published version. So, should I want to change that, I can. So it's all sorts of different things you can do. Let me show you one other thing. You can also delete, let's say for a moment, let's say I remove the sand. It took away the water too. I don't know why it did that. I guess it really does need the sand, huh? Well, then we'll fix it. How do we fix it? We go into EHT, we go into undo, and then we see remove sand. Undo. Boom, back. Thanks. So, one thing I should say up front. There's a lot of trial and error. So, yes, practicing in I tend to practice in my grand topol because it's a practice home. And then if you have a storage house, that's the best place to play with it. So these are just the effects. There's really simple. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Soul Kid. Sorry I missed your message once. You have to understand right now, I'm on some serious drugs. So a lot of the things that I'm saying don't make a lot of sense. I'm in pain. I've got rheumatoid arthritis. So everything is sort of like loopy right now. But I'll show you real quick 2 really simple effects, and then we'll move to other things. But one of the things that I like to show people that's most dramatic is skies. So you can change your sky to an ocean of stars or an ominous sky. See? Or you can do a day, partly cloudy, which is really interesting in Cold Harbor. Now, remember, you can change the colors of all of these. So if they look wonky, you can play with the colors. And then Etherius is one of my favorites with the changing sky color. It's sort of like pastel-y, pretty. The other one I want to show you is weather. I'll show you that really quickly, and then we'll move on. Weather can be a lot of fun, like heavy snowfall. And suddenly it snows. And you can have it snow anywhere. Well, it can be snowing at daytime. You can make it rain, you can make it snow, you can make it do anything. I love the different cool things. There's a cinder storm, so fires start up. And flames go everywhere. Wah! And then there's funnel clouds and rainfall, and now it's raining, and there's thunder and lightning, and see?
Very, very frightening.
Very, very frightening me. All sorts of fun things. Now, in terms of building, the reason why I like to use storage houses for building is this. Go into the building. A cinder storm is like when ashes fly everywhere from a fire. And then you go into the housing tools, right? Say you want to learn how to use them. What I do is I select all items. It's going to pick everything in this house. It just picked all 277 things. What do I want to do? I want to alphabetize them. So I'm going to group by name, ascending. And then I'm going to build. This is the harder stuff, I'm not gonna lie. But it's not that hard. So we'll do 40 by 20 because of how many things we have. And then we will do a floor, sure. And now it's gonna build that with all of my stuff. See? It's building it with my storage stuff. That's a floor. It's kind of soothing to watch, I think. And this is how you can build things. Like, let's say you had walls or whatever and you want to make a house. Well, this is how you do it. You want to make a floor, you want to make walls, you want to make a dome, you want to make stairs, you want to make something. Well, playing with it in your storage house is a safe way of doing it. Yeah, it's really very calming. This is hard to get to know how to do at first. But once I figured out what I was doing wrong, this is a dome, by the way. Once I figured out what I was doing wrong, it became much simpler. This will be shaped weird. I'm going to have to... Yeah, it's not going to look right as a dome because everything's such different sizes. That could be done. It can be tricky if you don't know certain tricks about it. See, this can't be a very good dome because everything is different sizes. But let's try a spiral up. Pyramid, spiral. Spiral works. Radius start. We'll do it 10. Radius end 1. Build. It's going to be built all funny sizes. See? It's doing a spiral up. There are some tricks to things. It's not easy at first. There are some issues. Sometimes, for whatever reason, it builds off in the way blue yonder and you can't find what you built. That's kind of cool that it put a mollic ball over there by himself. That is pretty cool, you got to admit. That's pretty neat. That's kind of sick. I'm kind of impressed with that. But what you need to do when things build off in the wild blue yonder and you don't know where it went is you just click bring to me. And it brings it to you. And see, it'll rebuild it right where I was standing. And there you go. That's one of the biggest tricks to this, to knowing that. So, you know when people go in your house and they turn off all your lights and it really pisses you off, right? Well, all you need to do with EHT is select all. See, most of these are off, if you notice, because I had some of them off. You just do, okay, yes, confirm, cancel, whatever, I don't care. Change these items, turn these items on, and you will see, let's look at the bottom, see them going on? No one can F with your lights anymore, because all you gotta do is turn them on, and they will all turn on. Same thing with turning them off. So, lots of little tricks for outdoing people who think that they're cute and come and turn off all your lights. See? Oh, that's fine. Go make a big old mess. Make it in a storage house, but go make it. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Just try different things. That's how I learned it. It's just playing with it and trying to find different old things. I mean, there's plenty of things I can show you about regular building too, but this is usually the stuff that people want to know because most people don't necessarily have a lot of experience with it yet. But another fun thing can be change these items. Reset each item's orientation, puts them back to exactly the same shape as when you get it first from the store and plop it down. So you'll notice everything is slightly changing shape. It's because it's going back to what it would be when it first comes out. See them all moving? Oh, you are welcome. I'm not mad. I'm just a nerd who spent a lot of time playing with it and trying to figure it out. And if I can save you some time, I'm happy to do it. Don't know if you guys know what magic carpet is, but you're gonna find out. If you don't. Magic carpet! Now I can fly! And look at all the things in the air. Helps you build from the middle of the sky. Let's say you want to build up here. You can have magic carpet. And different items work for magic carpet. You don't necessarily need to have just this velocidrome thinger. There's lots of different things you can use, but magic carpet is awesome. Look at the Bella. She's just all chilling in the middle of the fountain. This is so much more fun. Cracks me up. Oh, I love it. Up we go. So it's pretty neat. I'm a fan. Actually, I'm a potato, but whatever. Yeah, she looks kind of good. Sometimes accidents happen that look good. Okay, so I'm gonna like land in this. Plop. Now let's see. What is the closest thing that'll turn me into a... Oh, no, still that. Sadness. So I'll show you something I made with the shape maker after I die, after falling down. Plop! Dead, because I turned off Featherfall. So... died. Yeah, they learned from me, but... I actually kind of like that. That's pretty... Alright, so... I'll show you really quickly what Telgalen... I won't show you all of it, because it's really boring, but... Telgalen is... what I built out of all these different shape things that I learned. Let me show you things.
My Pokemons.
Let me show you my Pokemons. Alright, so this I did for a contest. Many of you have already seen it. I apologize for that. This is my Telgalen. I built this with essential housing tools. Some of this I had to manually tweak, so you'll notice some of the shapes are not exactly perfect. But initially I started out with making these wells into a spiral. Then I cut and clipped them pieces and put them going up, because doing a spiral would normally be an easy thing, except doing it around this building, which was oddly shaped, was not an easy thing. So it was difficult. This was one of the hardest things I think I've ever finished. I've done a lot of things that didn't finish, but this one was the hardest. Once we get up a little higher, I'll show you what I changed to. I only used 100 of these wells, but when we get up a little higher, I changed to these walls. The walls were a lot easier to work with. I also made these into a spiral, but you can see they're cut in places. They've also been tweaked, so they're not a perfect shape. But that's because I wasn't concerned about how it looked. That wasn't the point of this build. It could look like shit as far as I was concerned. What I was trying to do was get up high. And I'll show you why. But I wasn't trying, I didn't care about the looks of it because I wanted to get here. Where Vivek is. And I wanted to look back at what I built. So you can build this. The tower guys, except where I scooched them in a little bit, were all entirely made from EHT shapes. I just basically built a spiral going up, but then I had to like mush things. Like you can see I mushed that one out there, and I moved. So there were reasons. There's a lot of fake walls in this house that block you from building up, so I had to build around them. So understand that as ugly as this looks, I had reasons. And they were intentional. I don't think I need these anymore. These particular, I don't even know why they're there, to be honest with you. I don't think they connect to anything. I could just yank them out. But anyway, so this is something you can do in Tailgallon, is because it has all these fake walls, you can sort of use them, right? So, you know, just using problems with Zos to make them into something that is fun to do. I mean, like, so they broke Tailgallon. Screw them. I'm gonna enjoy it, you know? So I don't like to build inside Tailgallon because of just how incredible this view is. So I stick to this. But what I did do down there was, like, you can kind of see it. I'll kill myself. There's if I can, Jesus, boink. There's my heart that won J Hearts contest. This is I moved my heart here because I didn't know where else to put it. So this is my chocolate heart that won J Hearts heart contest. This was made by hand. This was not made with EHT, actually. I did this one by hand. So I can build things without it, occasionally. Sometimes. Oh, and this was going to be my potato arena, and I gave up on it because J Heart had never heard of Flash Gordon, the movie. And I was going to do the Flash Gordon arena with having the guys in the middle, and they were going to be fighting to the death, and then this was going to tilt back and forth, and then I was going to have them be potatoes, and then this was the guy with the wings, if you've ever seen that movie. It was going to be great. There was going to be knives coming up, and then I just gave up because he hadn't heard of it. And I was like, I'm not going to put all that effort into making an arena that he's never heard of. Screw that. You did the real one or the movie? Because the guy's still doing tours, I think. The real guy who played it in the movie. Yeah. He's still pretty active in the tour unit. You know, I wish I could see Timothy Dalton, but I think he's retired. Yeah. You folks need to give me a minute. I will go to my exercise coven. No, my enchanted, so we can do this. We're going to do the slide, but just give me a minute. I need a quick break. Just be a second. Leo's back. And most of you have seen this, but we're going to do this really quickly. This is a J-Heart NPC. You can do NPCs with EHT also, and you can make them talk. This was really hard to build also, not gonna lie, but I just want to show you what's possible, and then we'll be done with this part. This is, I made a water slide, and it's very tricky in the sense that the angles had to be just right, or it wouldn't work. I built this using the building portion of EHT. So I won't lie to you, this wasn't easy, but this was why the angles had to be right, because otherwise, plop, that wouldn't have worked. So, you are welcome to go down my slide anytime you like. It was. There were, those are 20 water slides. So yeah, I mean 20 waterfalls. But there's plenty of houses that are more expensive than that. What else am I spending it on? You know? J-Heart hasn't watched a lot of things. He hasn't watched Friends. He hasn't watched Flash. He hadn't watched MASH. He hadn't watched Cheers. It was very upsetting. I cried inside. What? Was that my cat? I really was like, seriously, Friends. He's never seen Friends. He was like, I'm not familiar with it. I was like, how old are you? I'm like, you're a little too old to not know what that is. Flash Gordon, I understood. I was not surprised that he had not heard of Flash Gordon, but still. You know, that's a little before his time, I guess. He's not a youngster, though. He's like 37, 38 years old. He's not that much younger than me. I'm 43. He's like 5 years younger than me. He should know what Cheers is, for crying out loud. Jesus. Okay, Skuzzaholics. Oh, this must be a guild hall. One that I am not welcome in. Sadness. Cry. Oh, wait, I broke in. I won't do it, though. I wasn't... We'll just look from here. No, he's not that young. He has no excuse. So we'll just peer from here, because I shouldn't have broken through the gate. And we'll just appreciate from here. You can do text with EHT too, by the way. So that is what that is. Yeah, I know. I was sad. I cried inside. How could you do that? Well, apparently he doesn't watch it. He knew cartoons, though. Yes, it's fine, but I mean, he hadn't heard of the movie. He thought it was just the TV show, but there's a famous movie that it was, too. And I'm an old person who knows these things because I am old. But there was something else I wanted to show you guys. I forgot what it was. You'll introduce him to new things? Okay. Introduce him then. Go ahead. That's it for now. Gosh, I'm tired. I think that might be it for the evening. I'm a little burnt. Most people have seen my homes. I could go to EU, but I think I'll hold off on that because I think, unless Lavathi has another house to show me, I think I'm... You must be done by now, Lavathi. You can't possibly have any more. Oh, let me tell you who won, DDA's contest, because it wasn't me. Won me! It was Wednesday morning, Kitten Sticks, Rochambeau, Kitty Travel. Congrats, Kitty Travel. I can speak. Kitty Travel. And, also, first, second, and third for the larger sizes are Arion, Danielder, and Pymag. So great job to everyone. The next one will be Eleanor Rigby, which is doing a song. So you can even do Hammer Time or whatever. And then that's on March 7th. And Housing's Finest Builders just started the farm contest. It's the farm is this month. And then, so you need to enter those and do it. And that's it, I think. ETU had a contest and of housing contest, and there's a bunch of others. The birthday contest, I don't know what to do for that one. Like, I have plenty of houses, but everyone's seen all my houses. My houses have been around for a while. You know what I mean? Like, they're nothing new. They're all pretty much... I mean, you guys have seen them all. Oh, okay. Is that what we're supposed to do? High-end houses? I'm not really sure what to do with it. Like, I don't know. I can show you my one last house and then we'll go. But this is my my Skyrim house. But that'll be it for me, and then I'll go poop out somewhere else because I'm tired. This is late for me, folks. Understood. Buy a new house and do what? I don't have an idea for it. I could do Flash Gordon and then get no one to get it. I need to know. I need one that people can get. This is my. I don't for open houses. I can show what furnishings are used in my own houses. I'll show you how to do that. This is my whatchamacallit. Words, guys. Breeze Home. This is Breeze Home. It should be an exact copy, as much as you could possibly do. Okay. Let me show you how to show. You need two add-ons. You need to have EHT and you need to have DecoTrack. Once you have DecoTrack installed, if you go to every single one of your houses, it will show you what you own and where. So this will show you your own stuff. So for example, you know, I have 4 clocks. I have one in Eleanor, I have one in Domus, I have one in Warnoff, one in Prize. So it'll tell you where you have each of these items that you own. But that's DecoTrack. So if you have like multiple storage houses like I do, and you don't know where you have all your crap. Oh, you mean the count. The count is EHT. So see down here, see the 182 out of 200? That's how many items I have in my house, but it'll show you that in other people's houses too. It won't show you it won't show you what they used, but it'll show you how many. So if I go to a rando house, yes, it'll show you down. Let me pick one that should be open. Ginger Snap. We looked at it today. Oh, she doesn't have it open for me. Lame. It should be in all of them. If they're entered into the community, like anything that's an open house, you should be able to see the number. If you don't have the community installed, you won't be able to see that. I don't think. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me pick one that I know I can go to. No, I know. Like this, right here. This 182 out of 200, this thing I'm pointing to down here, or are you talking about on the hub? Okay, on the hub it shouldn't show you the number of houses. The number of items. I will. Hold on. Once it loads. This is the hub, yeah. Shit, you're right. You just taught me something, Kitty Travel. That's funny. I don't know why. A cactus I couldn't get to. So I guess it's only the ones that I could get to? I don't know. I was at Mejani's earlier. I don't know why it shows for some and not for others. That's a good question. I'm really not sure. Because I was at Mejani's earlier and Stormy's, and neither one of them have item list numbers. I honestly don't know. Maybe. But that's not just my own, because I'm not... Because some of these that I've been to were not. Like, oh, it is my own. Shit, you're right. Dirt. God, you're reading things way clearer than I am, and I'm just, like, going by it and being stupid. Thank you. Yes, you're right. See, I learn things. I learn things from you guys. You don't think I do, but we do. I do. Definitely. Anyway, so that it's too late. I'm on too much drugs, so I'm going to call it. But thank you guys. I do appreciate all the follows, and I appreciate the attention, and everybody showing up. You're the best. Exactly. Same, Kitty. That's hard for me too, and I try to remember to go back to them, but I never do. So I'm hoping people will invite me later at some point. So if that happened to you, please do re-invite me. Yes, sickly Tato too. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.